Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This past Friday, March 17th, I drove down to Winnipeg to see the new Disney live-action Beauty and the Beast movie, and it was absolutely magical. It was so amazing, guys. And Emma Watson, like, how great is she? Throughout the whole movie, I just couldn't help but admire how beautiful Emma Watson looked, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and do my version of the Emma Watson Belle from Beauty and the Beast makeup tutorial. So let's start off with just pinning down my bangs so they're not in the way. And I'm going to start with my favorite Mary Kay foundation primer with the 15 SPF. Just put it on my finger here. And it'll go all over my face, mostly concentrating on where my pores are, the T-zone. Now, Emma is not wearing a lot of makeup for this movie. She has just a very natural look going on, so I'm going to be using my Revlon Color Stay foundation in the color Buff, and I'll be buffing that in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. Next up, I'm just going to conceal really lightly under my eyes using my Revlon Color Stay Concealer in the number 1 Fair color. And like I said, Emma's face is not full coverage at all. It's very sheer, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this just to cover up my dark circle areas. Just rub that in lightly with my finger. And I'm just going to quickly set my concealer under my eyes with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm just going to be using the color Lucid, this color right here. And just kind of sweeping that on very lightly. Next, for my eyebrows, I'm going to be lightly filling them in using a color called Omega by MAC Cosmetics. And I'm just going to be using my MAC 266 angled brush for this as well, which is just this one right here. And this is the color of Omega. And this is just going to be to fill in any gaps that I may have in my eyebrows, because Emma really doesn't have a strong brow look, and it actually looks like there's nothing in her eyebrows at all, so I'm just filling in any gaps I have. And Omega is actually the color that I filled my eyebrows with when I had my blonde hair. So this is a good color to fill in if you're blonde, light blonde. So for the eyeshadow, there really isn't much going on for Emma in the Beauty and the Beast movie, so I'm just going to be dipping into my Tartelette In Bloom by Tarte eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the color Flower Child right here, which is just a really light brown, and that's going to go all over the lid. And I'm just going to use this brush here. It's a big fluffy brush by Illuminate as well, just all over the lid to kind of prep it for the bit of color that I'm going to be doing. Just with this same brush, I'm going to be going into the same palette and taking this color here, Jet Setter, which is a darker matte brown, and I'm going to be putting that all over the lid as well. I'm just going to be taking my MAC 217 brush and just blending out the edges. Next up, I'm just going to take this black eyeliner from Avon. It's one of their Glimmer Sticks eyeliners in Blackest Black, and I'm just going to very carefully line the upper lash line here. Now, it doesn't have to be mean. clean. It's okay if it's messy because we're going to be blending it out after this anyways. Because Emma does have a line of darker eyeliner blended out just on her lash line. Now I'm just going to take this small smudge brush from Illuminate as well and just try and buff that in and fade it out a bit. Going back into the In Bloom palette and with the smudger brush again, I'm going to be taking the color Smoke Show, which is the top corner color, the dark one, and just going over that eyeliner and blending it out very lightly. And then just back to the big fluffy brush and blending that out even more. Okay, and that is essentially the eyeshadow finished. Next up is eyelashes, so I'm just going to go ahead and curl them with my Revlon eyelash curler. And I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara. I love this mascara because it has the tiny silicone brush with the little bristles, so you can really get in there and separate the lashes. And it has really good color payoff too. It's super black. And that is the eyes done. Like I said, it's a really simple makeup look. Now I'm just going to finish off the face, and Emma did just have a slight blush to her complexion, so I'm going to be going in with the Milani Baked Blush in number 1 Dolce Pink with this big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. It's the number 2, and just gently dabbing in onto it and going in very lightly onto the cheeks. This gives a beautiful sort of shimmery light pink flush color. Now Emma Watson does have a glow to her finish on her cheekbones, so I am going to highlight using my Sleek Contour Kit, and I'm going to be using this here highlight color. And what am I going to use? I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush for this. Emma has just a very sheer, almost looks like she's not wearing anything on her lips at all. So I'm just going to use this really light pink lip gloss color from the Tanya Burr Cosmetics line, and this is called First Date. Now this lip gloss by Tanya Burr is not available anymore in this color, but I will link a similar one down below in the description box for you. Alright, and that, guys, is the finished makeup look for my version of the Emma Watson Belle from Beauty and the Beast makeup tutorial. I hope you guys like this look. It is just very simple and, like I said, very lightweight, very nice makeup for an everyday look. And I just loved how Emma Watson looked in this movie. She was absolutely beautiful. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you decide to recreate this makeup look, make sure to tag me in your posts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you post it up. All my information will be linked down below so you can follow me on all my social media. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that red subscribe button for weekly videos every Wednesday. Alright guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week. Bye.